Hello St Andrews, it's Miss Atherton here. Do not panic, I am not doing another singing assembly. I am actually here today to talk to you about what we expect from you here at St Andrews. Now, we've had a fantastic start to the new school year and you have been amazing role models. Every single one of you has shown some amazing behaviour and already I am super proud of you. Now, whether you're at the Connect or at the St Andrews site itself, our expectations are exactly the same. What we would like to see from you, our St Andrews children, is exactly the same. So here at St Andrews, we pride ourselves in how well you children behave. Whether we're going on a school trip, whether you're performing as part of the choir, whether you're doing a sports event, you are all excellent ambassadors for St Andrews. And everywhere we go, everyone says, oh, St Andrews are behaving brilliantly. Now, I'm just here to remind you how I would like you to be behaving around the school, how your teachers would like you to be behaving in the classroom, how you should be behaving at break times and lunch times. And I know you're going to use your super listening skills now to take in all this information and be the best behaved children in the whole of Wales. So, what I would like you to do to begin with is to talk to your partner about how you can show good behaviour. What do I want to see from you when I'm walking around the school? How do I want you to be acting? I'm going to give you 1 minute. You can pause this video and you can have a quick discussion with that in your class. Okay, I can imagine you have come up with some amazing answers. So let's have a little look. It might be smart walking. Now, I've seen loads of classes moving around the schools at the moment and oh my goodness, the walking is amazing. Year 2, I saw you the other day. Oh my goodness, incredible. You were so smart, there was no running and you were walking in your line absolutely brilliantly. And this is what I would like to see from every single child in St Andrews. We don't run down the corridors, we're not screaming, we use our inside voices if we're talking at all, we keep our hands by our side and we walk quietly and sensibly. At St Andrews, we always use our kind hands and feet. That doesn't involve any hitting, any kicking, there's no need to do any of that. We always keep our hands to ourselves. Sometimes we know they can go flying a little bit and can be a bit clumsy and that's okay. But we don't deliberately move our hands and move our feet that might hurt someone. We always use kind hands and kind feet. It might be picking something up for somebody, that's using your kind hands. It might be kicking a ball back to somebody that they've lost, that's using your kind feet. Now, this is a really important one for me. This is listening to the chosen speaker. Now, the chosen speaker might change all the time. So at the moment, I'm the chosen speaker and I know you'll all be sitting there using your super listening skills and listening to me here. In your classroom, most of the time it's probably your teacher who is the chosen speaker. But if you're working in little groups, it might be one of your friends that is the chosen speaker. It might be a teaching assistant. It might be Mrs. Giles. It might be anyone at all. But we show respect at St Andrews as part of our REACH curriculum, at the start, respect, by listening to people and then you can respond with whatever you want to say. But we always listen to the chosen speaker. Now, why do we always listen to the chosen speaker? If it's a teacher, you might miss an instruction if you don't listen to them. It might be that your friends are saying something really funny and you might miss the joke, which nobody wants to do. So we always listen to the chosen speaker. And lastly, we're always kind and helpful. Now, I've seen loads of kindness recently and loads of super helpful boys and girls around the school. It could be that you've got a new member of your class, a new boy or girl starting, and we need to make them feel welcome. It might be that you want to be a super helpful person for your teacher. I know I've had loads of children in the past that have helped me out endlessly in the classroom. I'd be lost without them. So we really want to make an effort to be super kind and super helpful around the school. Now, this is a little bit of the sad bit, but I'm going to do it quite quickly because I know how amazing all of you are. In your classrooms, you will see these posters. They might look slightly different in your classroom, but they've got the same information on it. Now, we've all had bad days at times. Miss Atherton's had bad days, and sometimes I get a bit annoyed, a bit angry. I might have had a bit of a bad morning, but we need to learn how to deal with those emotions. Now, if we struggle with that, there are some consequences for our behaviour. If we make the wrong decision at St Andrews, there are consequences. First of all, your teacher might give you a bit of a funny look. They might look at you a bit more sternly because all of our teachers are so smiley and so happy, and they might frown at you a little bit and they're a bit confused about the decision that you've just made. They will then remind you of our rules. To not speaking when somebody else is listening to the chosen speaker, not using horrible language or horrible words, not being disruptive, not being engaged in your work or refusing to do your work. They will remind you of what we do at St Andrews. Now, if we decide to make a poor decision again, you might get moved within your classroom. And that's not a very nice thing because you might be sat with your friends. And your teachers will have to move you away from your friends. After that, you will lose some of your playtime. And nobody wants to lose their playtime. I love going out to play with my friends. And if somebody took that off me, I'd be really, really sad. If at that point you still cannot control your behaviour and you're still making the wrong decisions, you will be sent to a different member of staff. Now, this member of staff could be Mrs Giles, Mrs Charles, Miss Howard, Mr Newton, myself, Miss Nicholas, Miss Davis, and all the super important people in the school. We really don't want that to happen. No member of staff wants to come to your classroom because of a bad decision you made. I want to be called all the time for all the amazing decisions you've made. And it will make me really sad if I have to come to your classroom and talk to you about bad decisions that you've made. What will make me even more sad is if you have to be sent to reflective timeout. Now, reflective timeout is a serious consequence. You will be sent to reflective timeout if you are swearing or using inappropriate language, if you have deliberately hurt somebody else, if you refuse to do your work, or if your teacher feels that your decisions that you have made are extremely poor. Now, I will be doing reflective timeout this year, and I really don't want to see you there. I want to see you really happy and helpful around the school. You know how much I love seeing you all. This is the only place I do not want to see a single child. Because unfortunately, if you keep coming to reflective timeout, I will have to phone a parent or a carer at home. If it continues after that, it will then go to Mrs Giles and we'll have to have a meeting with Mrs Giles about how we can improve your behaviour. But I know that St Andrews is super good at making the right choices. So hopefully I'll see loads of you playing, having fun, smiling, and hopefully I will see no one in reflective time out, because that picture on that screen then would be me if I see you in reflective time out. Now, this is my favourite part. What do you get if you are super duper good? You might get a massive thumbs up or a smile or a high five or something from your teacher. You then might get like a sparkly sticker. I know loads of teachers have some super cool stickers. I would love one of those. So teachers, if you think I deserve a sticker, I would love a sticker, please. We've got our dojos, which I'll come on to in a little bit. You might get something out your prize box, which again, I would love something out of my prize box. I'm hoping to be super good all year, so I get lots of prizes. You then might get a superstar certificate. Now, I will come on to that in a minute because that's brand new at St Andrews this year. And then if you blow us away and you are incredible, Mrs Giles will give you a special award. I think that sounds super exciting. Fireworks will be going off the lot. I would be super happy with that. Now, dojos this year, you will all have one of these posters in your classroom. It might look slightly different, but again, it's got the same information on it. You've got to try and get as many dojos as you can. And you can then spend those dojos on whatever is on your poster. So for example, in my class this year, my children have to get 50 dojos to get a bit of free time on the iPad if they want to. Or they can save all their dojos and have a hot chocolate with 2 friends if they get to 100 dojos. If they get to 250 dojos, they're going to get a special prize off me, all wrapped up with a ribbon that they can take home and have to keep. Now, I wish I had something like this when I was in school, because I would try to save them all up as much as I can to get that special prize at the end. And the best one for me, slippers for the day. Oh, I would give anything to have slippers for the day. I would absolutely love it. Now, like I said, it might look slightly different in your class. Maybe you could suggest some things to your teachers. What would you like if you reached 200 dojos, for example? You can do that with your class teacher if you would like. But I know all your class teachers have come up with some super rewards. Now, you recognise this, but it looks slightly different. Star of the week is the same. If you have been an absolute superstar all week, your teacher will give you the Star of the Week award. Now, this might be that you've done an amazing piece of work that week, that you've been super kind and helpful all week, that you've been a fantastic listener for the week, or anything that your teacher feels earns this reward. Now, this will happen in Celebration Assembly on a Friday like normal, and you will get a certificate to take home. So there's nothing really different there, apart from the look of it. It looks slightly different. Miss Atton had lots of fun with stars and wanted to make it a bit different. So we're aiming for everyone to have one of these this year. I will be keeping an eye on who's getting them. Oh, and this is the super exciting one. This is a brand new award at St Andrews this year. Now, what we expect from you is to be listening to the chosen speaker, is to be walking smartly, is to be a nice, kind friend, for using kind hands and kind feet. However, there are loads of children in this school that go above and beyond anything. They are just superstars, absolute superstars. And this is what this award is for. Now, this award is hard to get, very, very hard to get. You might get the Star of the Week award, absolutely fine, well done. But this Superstar award is on top of that certificate as well, if you go above and beyond. It could be that you have, I don't know, guided a new child through the school absolutely amazingly for a few weeks. It could be that you produce the most incredible piece of work. Incredible, but it's got to be out of this world. It's got to give me goosebumps up and down my arms. Your behaviour's got to make me want to cry with happiness. This award will be given to you by Mrs. Giles. So not by someone not important like me, but by Mrs. Giles. Now, if you get 3 of these in a year, you will get a special meeting with Mrs. Giles and a special award. Okay? So your aim is to blow your teacher's brains out 3 times, at least 3 times this year. Okay, your teachers will then tell me if you've got it 3 times, and I will set up a meeting with Mrs. Giles and you will have a special award from her directly. Okay, so that is a super duper exciting change this year. So I'm so happy that you've used your listening skills to listen to me today, and thank you so much. I know that you are all going to blow me away with your behaviour this year. I know I'm hardly going to have any reflective times out. because I don't want to see you there. And I know that those superstar awards will be given out to children, and I am so excited to give them out. So please, please, please blow your teachers' minds so I can hand out these brand new certificates. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will come round and see you all at some point, and I cannot wait. Have a lovely day. Davoki.